In the raw, trembling spring of 1861, as the first thunder of the American Civil War rolled across the fields and towns of a divided nation, a child stepped out of boyhood and into legend. His name was John Joseph Clem. He was 10 years old. He arrived alone at a Union camp in Ohio, small, thin, his hands better suited to chalk and marbles than powder and lead. Yet his eyes held a stubborn fire. He had run away from home with one unwavering purpose, to fight for the Union. The officers laughed when they saw him. "Go home, boy," they told him. "This is no place for children." But Johnny did not go home. When the 3rd Ohio Infantry refused him, he followed them anyway, marching behind the column like a shadow no order could dismiss. At last, the men of the 22nd Michigan Infantry relented. They could not make him a soldier, but they could not send him away either. They made him their drummer boy, their mascot, their reminder of innocence in a war already staining the earth red. The men cut down a uniform to fit his slight frame. They pooled their money, $13 a month, the pay of a private. Around campfires, Johnny's drumbeat became a pulse of comfort, a rhythm that carried thoughts of home through the smoke of war. But war does not spare the small. At the Battle of Shiloh, an artillery fragment tore through his drum, splintering wood and childhood in the same violent instant. From that day on, they called him Johnny Shiloh. By the time the army reached the tangled woods of the Battle of Chickamauga, he was 12, and he carried not a drum, but a musket cut short to match his height. The Union line broke. Chaos swallowed the forest. Amid the retreat, a Confederate colonel rode up and demanded the boy's surrender. Johnny answered with gunfire. The officer fell. The child soldier ran through smoke and terror back to Union lines. By nightfall, the story had already begun to grow. They called him the Drummer Boy of Chickamauga. He was said to be the youngest sergeant in the army, fact and folklore entwined beyond separation. After the war, Johnny could not leave the only life he truly knew. He remained in uniform for decades, rising through the ranks until he retired in 1916 as a brigadier general, the last Civil War veteran still on active duty. When he died in 1937, he left behind more than a record of service. He left a legend. A reminder that war devours youth, and that courage sometimes comes in the smallest of forms.